Okay, I think I'm in camera enough. Hello.
Hold on.
So tonight is avoiding bad shape. And I formed a theory. And I'll tell you my theory in a moment. But first, I'm going to try to, instead of telling you guys things, show you guys things, because, you know, you guys don't listen to what I say anyway, so, right?
That's why I'm not improving.
You guys know this, Joseki?
I don't know it.
My place here? No?
You know what I play?
What would you play, Dan?
If I'm getting my, how many, am I getting my 5 stones?
No, you're not getting 5 stones.
I'm not getting, well, I don't know. It's only how I'll take 5 stones.
Just look at this corner. Black 2-space approach high.
But you know what I like to play though? Sometimes I like to just take a large knight's move.
I'd say lower, but not that high.
What do we do? It's black to play. Someone pick a black move.
03. That's what I would just do.
You would do 03, right? Yes?
Trying to keep it chill.
What else?
Yeah, this is Joseki. This is
It's not
Joseki.
just Joseki. It's like,
You're right. It's not just Joseki. It's just,
it should be a
natural
reflex.
move.
A reflex.
Yeah, natural move.
And it's just.
White plays here.
Sometimes reflexes are bad.
And then what does black do?
Keeps going.
It would be bad if white honeys on the head of 2 stones.
Well, this would make us feel really bad.
Yeah,
So do we do it to white?
but white has that stone, which is the difficult thing. The R forced. So it's either like extend up, which feels kind of like it's one of the two, I think.
Any other ideas?
Personally, I'll just take a 2-space extension off the top stone.
Just go here.
Yeah, even a 3-space actually.
Just go here.
Yeah.
Whoa. Well, you're gonna get haunted on the,
Yeah.
or invaded, if possible.
I'm so glad you said this, Christian, because this is exemplifying today's lesson.
Crap.
Crap, I never want to be an example in the class. Yeah, because I think there's this theory about double-digit Q players and them not being aware of their own strength versus their own weakness. And that's a pretty general statement. I think you guys can all agree with that. But specifically regarding like these sort of running fights, especially where groups are touching other groups. And intrinsically, most of you guys at this point feel that this is really painful for black, right? Like, do you feel like this is painful? If you do not feel that this is a painful move for black, if you do not ache a little bit inside your heart, I need you to learn this right now. Because after white plays here, what's black's next move? Does black continue?
I mean, you have to
Here?
If you can't
Here?
cut and he can't haunt, he's in bad shape.
I mean, white can just cut you if you hane back.
Right.
And if you cut, it's arguably worse.
Or even,
And the thing is, even with a stone here, white's still going to play this.
Yeah, because white's
So this shape is really weak for black, and you have to feel because white's group is actually kind of stable, even though it looks like it's almost completely symmetrical shape. The fact that this stone is a little bit closer and white's buried in the corner gives him a little bit more definite eye space, right? Black can't counterattack on this side, right? That doesn't really work. Granted, there's actually a weak point here later on that we can take advantage of, but right now, like black can't come from this side, whereas later on, white can also squeeze black this way too. So white can force black into a bad shape and then attack, or black doesn't really have the same opportunity. And so my point is, right, for double-digit Q players, not only do you need to feel that this is weak for black, like this is, you know, on its not deathbed, but just like going downhill. We need to know how to make it strong. And this is the problem when it comes to making shape. Good, strong players know they need this move. And it looks really dumb. You're like, well, hey, then I'm just going to get attacked. And the thing is, it's still really hard to attack you. And black has follow-ups as well. Black can actually come on this side and just start to completely enclose the corner. And so the reason why we can't play anything else, again, is white's stronger than us, and white will like a fight. So we can't do anything else, we just have to get stronger first. And this happens all the time in running fights. For instance, can you imagine where black and white are running? And black's like, you know, I'm not gonna play that much right here. How does white feel?
Pretty good, I guess.
Really good.
Okay.
This is way disadvantageous for black. Again, if you don't feel that way, I'll even use some math and try to explain it so you can like have this in your heart. So if black's going to keep running, these two groups kind of look symmetrical, right? 3 stones and honey honey, 3 stones, honey honey.
The inner 3 stones are really weak.
The inner 3 stones are much weaker than the outer 3 stones. Now maybe if you're right, if you already have eye space and you're at the edge of the board, like these 3 stones are stable enough. But white can still push you around, and that's the part that's painful. Because white, you know, isn't just going to just do this. White's going to say, hey, look, you have 3 stones here with 3 liberties. I have 3 stones here with 5 liberties. I can play much more severe moves here. Super painful for black, right? How does black deal with this? Do you fight back? You're like, you can't do that to me. I cut you.
Did you extend?
I think you just take.
Oh.
Take.
Oh.
And you 3 stones, right? You do not have the liberties to fight.
Yeah.
And so when you're in this kind of, well, I'm saying this situation is kind of like this one, right? They're different, but there's still the idea is that one person is kind of the weaker one. In this case, it's both black, and black doesn't, can't tanuki. Black has to keep getting stronger rather than leave defects, leave weaknesses. And this is fairly obvious. Like most of the time when I see you guys running, your opponent makes a move and you make a move. Your opponent makes a move, you make a move, right in the same area. You already know this feeling when you play Go. But just knowing to make these extensions, right? Just to take your stick and give it more liberties, get it further out, is often a much better move than double-digit Q players realize. And the same thing is true over here, right? Can you imagine, if black just played here, white's like, that's great. That's fine.
So it's really just a matter of the double-digit Q player reading more moves ahead.
Yeah, but here's the thing. It's not just about reading, because everything is about reading. And I'm trying to teach you a heuristic. Right? I'm trying to get you to feel something on the board about liberties. Right? I don't want you to have to count liberties or read every sequence of moves.
Really?
Because that takes a long period
Because
of time.
sometimes the bad...
No. Sometimes the bad move is the good move and the good move is the bad move, and you only can tell by reading, right?
You're right.
But what moves do you actually read out? There's, 361 moves on the board. Are you going to read out all 361 moves?
No, but you're going to read
Good.
out
Yeah.
moves in this situation to know if you're going to get pummeled if you don't add a move.
That's right. So that's all I'm asking. I'm just saying, I want you to feel that. And again, Dan, you might be a strong enough player where this is obvious to you, right? But I see double-digit Q players tanuki some really weird times,
Well, sure.
right? When they don't have enough liberties, and especially they have a group on the inside that doesn't quite have as many liberties as they think. And going back to this example, if we just make connections, right? If you assume this is the shape, at the end of the game, everybody just fills in their connections. How many liberties does a black group have?
7.
How many liberties does a white group have?
9.
9. They have the exact same number of stones in nearly the exact same configuration, right? The only reason why black is at a disadvantage is because white was able to basically cut off both ends of that stick, right? Both ends of the group white got in front of. And that should make black feel real bad. Same number of stones, right? Very different number of liberties. You might say, 7 liberties is enough, 9 liberties, that's enough. Sure, both of those have enough liberties when no other stones are around, But imagine if white's living under here and is starting to take away your liberties, right? There's a very big difference. Having those 2 extra liberties really helps, it can be life and death. And number 2, look how much more directions this group projects compared to this one. Even if you flip, if I just rotate this 180 degrees, right? This white group will have a much stronger projection on the sides because of these walls here. So, same number of stones, pretty drastically different shape and area of influence. Now, there are times where sometimes allowing yourself to have your liberty shorted is okay. One of these times is very, very famous. You guys know this one?
Yeah.
And normally white plays here. What is this called?
Small avalanche.
It's a small avalanche. But the only reason why this is okay in this case is because of this exact placement. Black gets to play at the 3-3 point and have a strong group in the corner, right? The only reason why this is good is because black can basically play at the most stable point on the entire board, right? It's the only reason why this works for black. That's why you don't see people play small avalanche Josekis here, right? No good. You only can play it in this special case. Okay, so as Dan was saying, like sometimes, there's like, you still have to read it out, right? Or know Joseki or know something. Like there's always exceptions, right? When allowing yourself to get this avalanche style covering is okay. But in general, if it's not, in the corner of the board where you have this really strong point for you to play next, it's generally kind of bad. Now, if you do find yourself in trouble and you have yourself in one of these shapes, the key shape point is here, right? Do you guys know this? The crane's nest shape? Have you seen this before? So often when white's playing, white will try to, this is the peep point, and this is the eye space point. So if you are getting covered, you do want to play a 1-space jump away from, whatever sort of little nest thing you've been circled yourself into. And so anyway, what we've done is I've set up 10 problems that kind of all have to do with either getting yourself out of bad shape or just not allowing yourself to be put into bad shape to begin with. Okay, well, a couple of the problems also have to do with forcing your opponent into the bad shape, right? You taking advantage of it. Some of them are really easy, and some of them are quite challenging. So there's 10 of them. I want you to be thinking about just the number of liberties you have, and basically getting the advantage, getting your stones on top of your opponents rather than letting your opponent get on top of you. That's really the key fundamental feeling that I want you to have today. You want to be the blanket. Don't be the little kid underneath the blanket who's hiding from the monster. You want to cover your opponent's stones. So I want you to go tackle those problems. We'll give you a few minutes, and then we'll review them all and see if you've started to think about this thing more naturally. Gather around.
You gotta give
They're not gathering.
guys. We gotta give YouTube a shot. At
Why
the
are they not
problems.
gathering?
Yep, this is great airtime
Cut
here.
this part out of here.
I don't know.
Come on, gather around. Hee-haw. Okay, so I think my little mini lesson on how to on avoiding bad shape earlier was kind of dubious. And in reality, you're only going to learn this by doing examples, right? So like this is the part that matters, I think. If you can actually do this on the board, then you're learning, right? It's how you learn. Me just talking about liberties and things, that's not learning. So here we go. I want to look at this one right down here. What are black's choices? How does black either avoid his own bad shape or force white into bad shape? Like what are the options? What is black trying to do? Christian, take it.
I mean, black can straight up just
Black can just live, right?
keep his corner and live
Hey, doesn't it look like Joseki?
a little bit.
Yeah,
Exactly.
this would be a Joseki, right? If with the moose played out of order, but
Black could also, if he doesn't care about maybe 4 or 5 points, play a high on the outside.
yeah. So which one's better?
Actually,
Corners are big.
corners are big. Personally, I mean, if the board looks like this, it's hard to tell. I don't know. I mean, there's also this cut here.
Okay, black plays that. Let's assume white will fight.
White will fight.
So, what is this stone doing?
Is it netted?
Well, let me.
Yeah, there's no cut here. the cut's not good. But thank you for trying. No, that's good. So black's really choosing, should I just live in the corner versus coming on the outside? And you want to play this one. This is the better one. Yes, white will eat your corner points. Fine. You now have complete control over the outside, and white is the one with a shape defect. And white was actually trying to build this into a moyo, right? This giant wall with an extension. If we get a stone out to here, all of a sudden this moyo becomes very, very small. And so even though black isn't 100% settled, we can't actually count black's points as easily. Having this type of sequence, way advantageous for black. White still owes a move if white doesn't want to get captured here. And there's not even really a good move for white to defend. It looks like this is good, right? But what's the next move for black?
Descend.
Extend, and again has snapback. And if white fills in snapback, black can even Hane here again. Or at this point, with these friends here, maybe even just shoulder hit and reduce from that side. And so black has influence. There's actually still the possibility of some points in the corner later on, but it's pretty minimal. But the exchange is good for black. So anyway, the shape you need to see, right? White has 2 stones. Black has the opportunity to get out in front and cut them off on both sides. Really, really powerful shape for black. If we just do this, white will actually play this really nice shape point, perfect his wall, extend his moyo. Much harder to invade now. All right, this one over here, this is actually a Joseki. I can show you how this happens. This is played when white has a 5-3. And black comes here. Oh, sorry, black comes here. White, black, white. No, sorry. What did I do? That's not Joseki. What? I didn't do this right.
Problem, right?
Where did you go?
This is the problem. Maybe this isn't Joseki. There's a Joseki that looks really similar to this. Maybe it's when. Oh wait, maybe it's when white comes over here now.
Okay.
All right. I'm like 80% close. It's a weird Joseki when both players want to take the outside, and white ends up looking like he gets a big corner. I think I kind of did this right. Here, let's do this again. I'm not crazy, right? This is, yeah. But white is that really the move? Outside, okay. So now in our lecture before, we talked about black getting out ahead, right? Making sure black is strong. It looks like black has good shape here, and indeed he does. But we must parlay this good shape into some sort of benefit, because right now it looks like white is getting everything. White's getting a big corner. White also has a stone over here taking this outside, preventing black from getting a base. It looks like black is hopeless, even though black has quote unquote good shape. So how do we take this quote unquote good shape and do something with it? Alex, you're being pointed to.
I forgot what we were discussing.
Dynamite. Well, what should we try? Should we just try like poking?
No, that
Didn't
fixes
work.
too quick.
Yeah, this is terrible. There's nothing here.
What's this point?
Yeah.
This is
Yes.
the point, yes.
Yes.
This is a beautiful Tetsuji point, but it's also Joseki.
How does white respond to it?
White has to
White
cut.
has-
Yes. Black's move.
Cut?
Well, let's take care of that stone.
This stone is a big problem.
Yeah.
So the question is, can white play here?
No.
What happens?
Capture.
Just capture the white stones.
How?
I really just wanted to do that, but I'm not quite sure.
Can you use this?
I don't know if you can get away with that.
So this one, so here, I'm gonna pause for a second. I don't swear a lot on the channel, but if you play this, you're about to experience some butthurt Don level fucking magic if you play this way.
Okay. You have to
Play.
block.
Come on,
you
black.
have to block different tracks.
No.
Didn't see that one coming.
Oh,
Here's the butthurt, right?
it's cool. Isn't it?
Yeah, you can descend.
This one?
Look at this ko that white can find.
Oh wow.
So this is still actually okay for black. It's just a huge ass ko, like
Or everything.
real early on, right in the Joseki phase. Huge ko. Black gets to take it first. So I mean, black's gonna win this ko. Well, white in this case, white should probably not descend, or black should not descend, and black should take. Yes. And then white will play here, and this way.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, black should descend. Right, because black gets to take first. Yeah, never mind. This is better ko for white.
Okay.
I had my colors confused. I was like, I need to find a better result for white, but then I was like, oh no, but it's black's choice. So I was confused. But yeah, isn't that badass ko to like just
Okay.
kill things? But it turns out you don't need ko. You can just play here.
Okay.
Okay, so the.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So that means that problem over there is this.
Ah, yeah, you guys had some foreshadowing for this. The shape happens again later on in the problem set. No one watching will remember that though by then.
You hope.
The people who are watching this video are just like skipping around. They're just like hitting like the watch it at like 2.5
There'll be a
speed.
time code for each of the
Yeah,
problems.
actually,
you can just hit each
speed
one.
up your videos twice.
Dang.
I don't speed up your videos.
I don't watch your
That's
videos.
fine. Totally fine with all this. But anyway, yeah, you guys are goldfish. You don't remember this 20 minutes from
Okay.
now. So anyway, that's pretty cool, right? So white can't play this way. White has to take the stone. If white has to take the stone this way, then what does black get?
The
Super
outside.
outside.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
beautiful. White connects, and black fixes. And all of a sudden, white is sealed in the corner, and this stone looks a lot lonelier now that this black group is much stronger.
Let's have a bit of Aji for later too.
Oh, yeah, it's
Get in
got
there.
Aji too, yeah. We've got things. Yeah,
Fun things.
very fun things to insult this corner shape. So yeah, finding this Tetsuji, even if you keep your shape strong, that's not the end of the story. You still need to know how to use it. All right, next board. All right, let's do this one first. I think most of you guys came around to finding a good answer. What were some poor answers?
Yeah, I tried this. It was.
Yeah, Kat really wanted to make this work.
That's aggressive.
What does white do?
I figured just push it. It was pretty good.
Yeah, and what does black do?
Tried connecting, but I don't think it works.
Oh my god.
This
yeah,
doesn't work either.
If black connects, white just eats the stone and just eats everything. So sad. If you block, so sad. If you come down, this is probably the most interesting one, but white can actually push again. And then have to
They
connect.
have to connect.
White has this cut. And then black's into super crawling mode. It might be possible to make an exchange like this once. But
I mean, if black doesn't live, then that's just the worst thing.
yeah, oh yeah, I mean, this is still really hard for black, and all these, if black just makes these kinds of exchanges, this is going to die.
Exactly.
All right, so at the end of the day, black still has to keep crawling. And it's just, I mean, it looks like a fight, but white is at such an advantage here. Because this group is so close to dying, and this group has no friends. So this was a disaster. This top tier disaster on the go board. I think some of you guys tried this. Anyone try this move? Is it good?
Not really. Yeah.
Still spoils the shape. And, you know, even if black jumps or extends here, this move is still sente, right? White can get a free turn here. This is a snapback. And then white can play something on the outside or even attack this and then come back. Basically, white's going to leverage an attack on this to get this stronger to attack this, or white will lean on this to then leverage an attack on this. Yeah, it's depending on the rest of the board position. So it's basically white has one weak group and black has two kind of situation.
Which is always fun.
for white.
Yep.
Of course, if black already has stones over here and over here, then I would say, oh, this is more fun for black, more reasonable for black. But it's still not good shape. Better answer than any of these.
Crane's nest.
Yeah, 3 stones,
Yay.
you're surrounded on both. You need to just play the shape point. There's no other negotiation here. There's no place we can extend, we just have to play the salt shape.
The stone's
That's
not
not
there.
there. And yeah, some of you guys were looking, well, what if white does this? You just don't care. This is lovely for black. Just walk in the park lovely. Just, get some biscuits.
And then really attack the 2 stones.
Yeah, and you have a lot of options here actually at this point. If locally, I would look at a move like this as being quite strong, but there's lots of variations of this, just depending. Either way, even if you just connect solidly, which is probably an option too, especially if you have any sort of extensions, you got your group out and a wall. It just now has a lot more liberties, is no longer trapped within the crane's nest, and most importantly, you have a target. So if you have a lot of liberties and a lot of flexibility, if there's a weak white group nearby, you are super strong. Okay, so let's look at this one. What should we try? What should we try that's not good?
Oh,
Like
that's
the
not
bad
good.
move.
That one, not so good.
That's terrible.
Let's go here.
Suicidal.
Yeah.
Here?
I mean, it already has the 2 stones and then like an eye on the corner.
Yeah, I mean, white doesn't have to respond again. Locally, white could play another move and, try to eat some of this. Maybe even white could play there. White could play there, but again, none of this is very interesting unless it's like endgame.
Yeah.
Or white wants to undercut a base. So I would say that's not good enough.
There's a decent, but not great move. It's just the strip turn.
Yeah, like even just turning is okay. Like this is what I expect from a cube player, and this is not a bad move. Like here, you're actually going to get some work done. Where's white going to play?
White is going to play there.
Good. What does black play now?
Black, play something like that.
You can. It just depends on how much sente you want and how much strength you need. If it's late endgame and you care about every single point, this is a very nice move. Because what black can actually pull out here now and capture 3 stones. This move is also sente. And so if you're just worried about the connection and remaining strong, this is a stronger move. But again, if you're worried about endgame, then you want to play this. So pick one. They're both sente. This one is just like super sente, like you're telling your opponent, I'm not going to respond again. This one is saying, I might respond again later. But neither of these are as good as we could have it. We can have even better. We have bigger dreams.
Yes, we can.
So diagonal.
This one, super strong move.
It's beautiful.
And so in this case, here's the thing. It looks like we need to surround these 3 white stones, right? But the thing is, we're already so strong, and we already have it cut, that we can actually ask for more. And this is where your spidey sense on the go board needs to come in handy, right? Yeah. Like your intuition, right? You're going, hey, I need to short my opponent's liberties on our weak groups, right? So getting around both sides, really huge. But that's under normal circumstances. This is not normal. We already have it cut and we already have helpers. So we play here. Play on the key point directly. We're strong enough to do it. What does white try?
White has to get rid of that cutting stone as quick as possible.
Yeah, that cutting stone is pretty awful.
So,
okay.
best thing to do is try to cut directly.
Do we connect?
No.
Yeah, we pull back. Oh. See what?
No, because I saw the move already, but I don't know how can white answer to become a little bit better.
You're trying to play it better? You can try.
What happened?
This was like no space for 2 eyes.
Yeah, you can try it. We can try to find better solutions for white.
Let me try this one.
Oh, it looks good. Is it good though?
Now it's 2 against whatever.
If I can get this, then this.
Okay, so we're giving up the whole corner. Okay.
No, but is there a better result?
Well, there's one where white doesn't die entirely.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it actually goes to a ko, but I should look it up in the book again. Maybe this is actually the best result. Maybe this is a better result.
Because
It's possible.
I
It's
don't,
possible.
that was so yeah, I saw that move already, but I don't know how can white respond.
Yeah, so, all right, so black. So let's assume white goes back to this line. We still have to make white live here. If white takes this,
It's hard.
yeah, black can just cover.
This is
There's actually any black can play any move over here, right?
This is
Yeah.
Like any move works.
Yeah, like
I think even this one works because of extend jump. Anything. So then white. We make this
Okay.
small pig's mouth tripod group.
yeah.
Except usually we like the tripod group when it doesn't have this exchange already made. We don't like it as much when this exchange is made because of this move. If you play there,
It's ko.
there's a ko problem.
But I have a question. So does black need to play here because of this stone?
You know,
That's the key.
I assume so because of this lean.
So just let you come out.
Yeah, just lean on this forever. Was my assumption, but maybe there's a jump in here that black can find. I don't think
I
so.
don't feel like it's gonna completely wrap around.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay.
Or sorry, it's black's move here. Like white's not gonna hunt it here, right? Because there's not enough
Extend.
liberties, but just keep extending. I mean, if black has help at anything over here, then maybe we don't need a move, and then we can just kill it directly. So anyway, that's pretty magical though, right? So what's the key thinking?
It's a diagonal move.
Yeah, well, it's what's the shape that's the key point, the 3 stones, right? The one space jump away.
Yeah.
It's finding that, because we're strong enough to just play that directly. If we were less strong, then I would say, yeah, this or this would be probably the more appropriate moves. But we're strong, we already have a cut. We can go, we must ask for more. Yeah, a lot of go is just knowing, how strong you are versus the opponent, and if you're really strong, if you're only asking for a little, you're not playing go right.
There's a problem there.
Is that?
Oh yeah, we didn't finish.
What did you do? What did you do to my beautiful board?
Trash.
Okay. I think Kat's only set this problem up like 8 times. So.
Well, if we find the answer,
Wait some.
There we go.
All right. First, let's look at the top right-hand corner. So, what's going on?
White's living here and black's trying to build up this.
So the answer is Tanuki.
I think it's slow, but this seems not bad.
Yeah, that's a really huge move. Even though white's alive, getting out and around again threatens to make more points, and again it exposes this weakness. Black is trying to build something very large here. All of a sudden, if black tries to just keep building it, he already has a shape problem. And so this move makes black significantly smaller and less potential than if black just plays here. Never mind the effect of any points over here. Because obviously if white had a stone here, this could easily become white territory. Now it has no chance of becoming white territory. Really huge move, getting out here. Okay, how about this one? So here, first question. This looks good, right?
looks to be deceiving.
Okay, what does white do? Yeah, that's a good move.
Pull back, I'm guessing. At this point. No.
Is it pull back first?
I think you just, I don't think you make this exchange yet. Yeah.
Not yet. Oh, let's pull. Is that no? I don't know.
You can always make this exchange to make this space into a false eye.
Yeah.
Right? And threaten to cut off 2 stones. So now what does black do? What do you want to try? Try a move. I will try a move.
I sort of want to take this. I feel like we have to try to live now.
Is it good?
It's not wrong.
I think it is just because if the second white has a stone there, it's dead again. But I think right now it's alive. Yeah.
I mean, I want to live quickly.
I don't see a way to kill it.
I don't know.
What are all those sounds?
That's weird.
There are weird sounds coming from downstairs.
Oh.
So, I think that's alive, but it's a pretty sad life.
Yeah. I mean, it's anything.
Oh no,
Well,
no,
those
it
two
is
stones,
alive,
right?
Yeah, because also white will now be able to seal us off in Sente,
Yeah.
because that's Sente for 2 eyes again. Actually, maybe black can play there. Can black play there?
Can you?
Not really. That's
Yeah.
my- they're on
And
there.
if you play here and
Yeah, there's
'Cause, I mean,
there's this.
imagine that.
Yeah, so you can imagine all these
and
exchanges.
then can't black. I mean, what is white
Yeah,
can
white
do?
I guess I
Next
threw
one.
this
Like
into
stand here.
chaos.
Yeah, and if you play here,
Yeah, you can get this in.
that's right.
So then you could lose these stones.
Yeah, this and this. Maybe no. Yeah. White doesn't need to move here. Right, this is dead. Right, there's there's 1 eye.
Yeah.
So what black this wouldn't to find friends. So not quite dead, but is there anything better? Feels like there should be something better. I'm gonna check the book.
Do you know? You
So I was pretty convinced that this actually still only went down to 1 eye somehow.
Okay.
Wait. All right, black, white, black. Let's play here.
This is where I play a 1.
Yeah, you play that one.
Wait a second. Just do you have to go this first?
Wait, why did I play here
Yeah, that's what I was
first?
thinking too.
What? Yeah, I read this. I didn't see it. But you guys can correct me.
And then here you can extend, yeah. Oh,
Really? Yeah.
I cannot pull it. Yeah.
I mean, here,
No.
we can
Yeah.
let's exchange this now.
Oh, you're going to play this way?
Wait, well, maybe we should have made that
Then-
exchange before this.
Yeah.
Maybe this is dead.
But the problem is, if you exchange it now, I won't answer.
Right, yeah. So maybe do the exchange it first.
No. I can just play right here, right now.
Without this exchange?
Yeah, without these exchanges. No.
Here, we'll exchange this now, right? If you make life this way, I'm saying let's play this now.
Then just make a lot.
Okay, so then
Keep that.
These two.
that's
yeah.
pretty awful. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or even if you're alive right now. Yeah,
The chip is alive.
yeah, but look at that.
That's beautiful.
It's better than running as the whole thing. It's a
Okay.
lot
All
better
right.
than
Anyway,
running as the
this is kind of bad.
Okay.
So not the right answer.
So,
Not the right answer.
even though it lives, it's
The
like
cool thing, I think the really cool thing about this shape though, is really that white has this as a weak point, right? And this little thing this diagonal connection that white already has peeped, this is a weak point,
on the other side.
which is cool. All right, Z-Way had this idea.
I was so stupid. I was very good. Yeah, I saw
You
it
gotta
better.
stand by your power
No,
triangle.
I saw it better.
Power triangles,
I saw it
plural.
better.
Yeah, this move isn't the worst move.
Inside is just like the, how you say in English? Oh, just that I'm alive.
You're like,
But This, how you say this in this shape in English?
Carpenter square.
Carpenter square. Yeah, it's just carpenter square.
But it's connected and has liberty, so it's a really difficult carpenter
Yeah.
square for white.
So basically, but I have very. Oh my god, that was so stupid. Is it this move? Just curious. Is it this?
Is it? Yes, this is the move.
For some reason, this move I was blind spot. Oh my god.
Yeah, I honestly.
Yeah.
That move
This move
doesn't
is my
feel
blind
good.
spot too. Oh my
It was
god.
a really hard move to find, right? Like that's
Oh my god.
that's the shape, and you play there. Right? Because white already
So
beats you,
stupid.
which is weird.
Let's try to build.
I mean, white can reduce you. Right?
But this is king. Oh my god, it's so stupid.
That's okay. Okay.
Fine.
Yeah. Hate that problem.
I hate that problem. You should love that problem.
I didn't see that problem.
This spot won't become my blind spot anymore.
Yep, that's how it works. You see a problem once
Yep.
and
See it
it's
once,
done.
and you got it. All right, let's do left corner because you guys have already kind of seen this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Should I be the one? Hang on.
Go for it.
Okay.
Yes, that is correct.
No, you don't want to see the
Can you
down
show me
level
the? Can you show me this sequence?
Do it.
Sequence? Okay.
Yeah, the
Okay.
Do it.
the badass motherfucking down level magic sequence.
That. Then you go that.
Then you cut.
And then you go that. And then you go that. And what was the rest of it?
I think it's here.
Is it?
Good.
Yeah,
Black
I'm guessing
descends.
extends first.
Yeah.
This is it.
Damn that crap.
Yeah.
There. That's
So, again, even though this is a great ko for black, black could have just killed it outright. So it's actually a terrible ko for black. Right. It's a really cool sequence for white, though. Right. For white to take this sequence that should have just died and find a ko out of it. So how does black make sure it doesn't actually go to this ko? Play it. And what if white tries this? There's this wedge. White can't connect. Atari. Can't Atari because it just die. What if white does this?
Just connect.
Two,
Yeah.
three.
3 to 2. No problem. Cool. All right, that one. All right, I'll tell you what I saw you guys doing. I saw a lot of you going, blink.
Yep. Not good enough.
That's terrible. Like,
For somebody that sucks, that's a great move.
oh, somebody sucks, that's great. That's an endgame move.
Yeah.
We need to think bigger. Look how strong black is. Does black have any weaknesses?
Not really.
No.
Does white have any help over here?
No.
No, we're not. We can't be playing endgame moves.
So
You play here, white just plays here, makes shape. Oh, and you got this thing surrounded on both sides, right? Look, 3 stones haunted on both ends.
Yeah.
So where do you play?
do you want to play your move, Cat?
I was thinking,
Yes, that one.
but I guess
There's a better way. Yeah,
There
you wanna
it
play
is.
there.
Is it just the top of the
Yeah, if you play here, white will play here. Almost as happy.
You only people.
Why? Okay.
You only people one cut at that point. People both.
That's right. So what does white try? White actually cries a little bit right now.
White does this and tries to run away.
Oh my god.
Honestly, I feel like
So you
that is
have-
actually the best answer.
So you have to go for the.
Is there a better answer on that?
If you play there, hold on, let me think for a second. Let me just do this.
Tanuki and play big point somewhere else.
Let's get up.
I mean, it's out. I don't think you can capture it right away, so
Hopefully
hopefully you can run to something later. You guys have to be attacked again.
I feel like you're better off
Take the big
trying
points.
to run because if black gets a stone like
I mean,
here. It's
yeah,
like
white's just running at this point, right?
Exactly.
And if you're just gonna run over here, black can just.
eat.
Black's already strong here. Yeah, we can just, keep going right along with you. Especially if we're not trying to be greedy. I might go, hey, I can come down here. Be like, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Take another 8 to 10 points real quick.
Yeah, and this is still just
Exactly.
not in.
Waste.
Yeah, other options for white, instead of connecting that way, it might be slightly better for white to connect this way.
Have a little bit of pressure on the stone.
Yeah, but black still makes this shape.
Like,
Beats it light.
honestly, it's just terrible for white.
Yeah, it's just, what is white doing?
Crying.
Oh, this isn't, well, white can now play here, I guess, but I don't know what the next move is for white. You just ruin the entire base, right? There's just no chance to make eyes there, so white is just running and floating. So you can press white however you like. It's a lot of fun when you play Go that way. All right, this one, let's do top right-hand corner. Black's a play. How do we make sure we have better shape than white? Go for it. Do it.
Why are you looking at me?
Do it.
We have the stones.
Everyone has. Yeah, you can touch.
You were holding black stones in your hand, hovering near the board.
I'm always doing that.
Even when I'm white, I'm holding black stones.
I guess I'll start.
All right, go.
That
Yes,
guy.
of course.
Yay.
This is a huge difference. If white plays here, all of a sudden you're under threat again. And white is expanding immensely fast. But this way, we're under no danger. We're building something. These two stones have now turned into trash. And this moyo is no longer a moyo. This is going to turn into third line territory. Maybe fourth line. Maybe white plays here. But if white plays here, what does black play?
Yeah.
Yeah, you spoil a shape again. And white can't really try much. White's like, aha, I cut you. You fell into my trap.
No. No, Pablo.
Yeah, not really. Black is starting to come over here. And if I move, black can fix all this. So,
I would have to play like crazy.
yeah, I mean, we could do the crazy things with white. But
Even then, still.
I'm not sure. Yeah, it's good. Because again, it's the second black has enough liberties, black's still going to come back and do this. So, really rough on white. Really rough. Yeah, we'll go back. And the thing is, I don't really know if there's a better move for white other than this.
Yes, because this is
Like, maybe
honey.
this,
This
but-
is terrible. This
maybe
is-
that one, but-
maybe this one.
But it still feels like black will now play this for free.
Yep.
Maybe it's not quite for free. But then we have this. And then we can cut here later if we can reduce this. So it's still like
Man, that's so
very
nice.
difficult. Yeah, you can honey again, that's fine too. I'm just thinking that might be good timing.
Yeah.
What happens if white honeys?
If white honeys where?
You talking about the beginning?
I'm talking about
Right
like
there?
there, yeah.
Oh. Yeah, you can
Just
double
double
honey. You might even be able to fight this way, but I think double honey is good enough.
Okay.
Because white's shape is still awful. Does white play here?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Beautiful. Still has to extend one more
Keep
time.
going.
Okay.
Maybe you go again, or now you do this.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a little bit dangerous though, because there is this cut. So white will fight here now.
That's what I was more concerned with.
I
But I guess.
think they're strong enough to fight.
Okay.
That looks like the fun way.
And, you know, black can still threaten things in here. So not easy fight for white. This is under a lot of pressure immediately. So black will likely get one or two extra moves in there. All right, final problem. We even kind of looked at this on the board, right? Should black just play here?
No.
No, this is really good for white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How does black fix this garbage?
Oh my God.
I know an easy fix. See, that move is what I believe should be the first move.
White just fix, like, you're not dead black, you didn't die. So that's pretty
You
good.
do a thing black.
But that's pretty thick white here.
Thickness.
Yeah, so, I mean, that's kind of what you'd expect in a Q game, right? That's the kind of sequence. Other options, if you descend. The most interesting one is this way. And just stick these 3 liberties in the middle of these 2 free liberty black groups.
Something's got to go right.
It's just a pain for black to capture that right now. Really hard. And if black tries to take advantage of this shape out here, say, aha, eat your stone. White's like, oh, there's the corner.
What a trade.
Sometimes, it's appropriate. So that's pretty annoying. Christian wants to play here.
Just keep it chill.
This is a B move. It's okay. White will play here, and we'll just revert back to the other one where you're just happy and alive, and you're just happy enough that nothing horrific has happened to you. White's also very happy because white has the entire outside now.
White is more happy.
Oh, this move. That's a pretty interesting move, it turns out.
Took a while to find that one.
And if white just pushes in, you just pull back. And white actually has a much more difficult time sealing you in this way.
Does the ladder work for black?
Yeah, first of all, there's a ladder, and even if there isn't a ladder, this cut is just a cut.
That's true.
Because you just have a natural cut here. So white never had time to actually fix it. I mean, of course, white can do this, and that helps protect the cut a little bit. But now all of a sudden that means like you're actually out, and able to prevent white from getting any territory here.
White's on your
And the cut's still here, yeah. We can try, what if white,
inside here.
yeah, what if white Atari's,
Just, correct.
and yeah, say it's even better for black, right?
Black is 100% good now.
How about this one, right? This is the one that struck fear into our hearts earlier. All right, white getting liberties on both sides. White can exchange this, but that's not really necessary. White's like, aha,
What is it?
I have sealed you on the outside.
Still cuts.
There's still cuts, the same cuts, because you have a stone here, right? In the other variations, white gets a stone here.
It's true. Okay.
And so apparently the stone is a surprisingly,
Potent one.
yeah, important stone to force white to be left with defects.
All right.
It's crazy, man.
Effectiveness of one space.
Yeah.
One more.
And I just put this on here as sort of the last problem because this is not a shape that's easy to find. Right, because normally your eye wants to make this mouth shape, right? That's good shape. You do have to read this out whenever you find this type of move, though. What happens if my opponent takes the vital point? And so what happens here?
You have to build from that's, yeah.
Yes, what happens if you play here?
You just die immediately.
You're pretty sad about it, it turns out. Atari.
Do such a
You're
thing.
going, no shit.
I would have done such a thing.
Now you gotta try to live.
Yeah, that's not good. But in this case, you can actually play here. And the difference is before we were looking at this as being very good for white because white gets extra liberties. This one, when white descends here, not so many extra liberties, right? White's already covered. So white can't get a lot of free stuff. I mean, even that.
White can push out, or black can.
Yeah.
And you just crawl and say, hey, how are you going to fix this? Because if you're going to fix it that way, I might go, oh, okay, let's fight this way.
True.
So, yeah, very nice move, it turns out. So not at all obvious. All right, so anyway, do you guys feel like you are starting to develop more of a eye for shape? Is this happening?
A little bit.
A little bit. Are you at least going to try thinking about shape?
That's another question.
I think that's all I'm really after. I've inspired you to think about shape, and especially, again, looking for these areas where you've partially surrounded something. Right, that's sort of like the key to, I think, improving your shape at the double-digit Q level. If you can become more in tune with sensing those regions where you surrounded your opponent, or partially surrounded your opponent, or your opponent's partially surrounded you, you can start to know when you just need to extend and get a liberty, or jump and just make an immediate shape, not go asking too many questions. Or when you're really strong and your opponent has the one that's surrounded, you go in there with guns blazing and just throw bombs in.
For this problem, previously you didn't see the stones. So what would change if without the stones?
If that stone's not there, yeah, I think it's a lot more complicated, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So if we're looking at this variation,
Then you do a bunch of cuts.
I mean, are we still playing this one for black? What are we playing for black here?
I think we did the Hane, right?
Because now this might
Yeah.
work with these two cuts if white tries this. Maybe. But
Does white have to fix?
yeah, let's still play this way. Oh, you want black to cut this way though?
Cut. And now it's just like. So many.
Well, we
things.
can still kind of play that this way. All right, because black can't play here. But now black's starting to capture these two. Oh man.
Here's a more simple.
I'm not feeling this for black no more. I mean, it's okay, but
What do you
Well, if black gets two outside and white takes the inside, that's like, black's like, okay. Like, I think that's a good result for black. This is only really good for
There's one more easier way.
there's an easier way.
Yeah, just cut. Don't
The Z-way way.
Just ladder.
Oh, I see. Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yep, there's a ladder there. Yeah, so apparently you need something down there. Nice. Yeah. That's interesting. That's interesting. Yeah, let's go back and explain why it's so interesting. Yeah, that in this position, this would actually be an overplay. Cool. So in this position, black is good to Hana here.
Yeah. You just have to be ready to fight a really
Yeah.
messy fight.
Yeah. So then white will just extend it.
White can play here.
Yeah, oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's better.
And next step.
Still make this shape.
Yeah. If you Atari then I can eat the inside too.
looks like a fun fight.
So here. Go outside.
Yeah, so white still does that. But the double Hane is the wrong move. Nice. Okay. Now you're done learning?
Never done learning.
Correct answer. All right, go play go.